Hello students, good morning. I'm your teacher Dolcy and today we are going to start next topic from our syllabus, chapter Biomolecules, unit 3rd. In this chapter, the topic for today is carbohydrates. So, what the carbohydrates are? Carbohydrates are known as hydrates of carbon. Hydrates of carbon mean when hydrate stands for water. When carbon interacts with water molecule, so the number of carbon atom interacting with water should be equal. So if n number of atom of carbon reacts with n number of molecules of water, the resulting molecule is said to be the carbohydrate. It is not always necessary that all the molecules having formula CnH2ON are carbohydrate, but generally this formula it implies at all the number of carbohydrate. Okay, so they are known as hydrates of carbon, means the water molecules react with the carbon to form carbohydrates. So the definition for carbohydrates is they are aldehyde or ketone derivatives of polyhydric alcohols. It will become familiar to us later that the terminal carbon of the carbohydrates can either be aldehyde group or can be ketonic group. Means the terminal carbon can be a CHO group or aldehyde group, or the ketone, that is C double bond O group, but all the other carbons must carry the OH group on their opposite side, and on one side they carry the hydrogen atom. So the basic representation for carbohydrate is the presence of hydrogen and hydroxide, that is OH, on both the side of carbon, but presence of aldehyde or ketonic group at the terminal carbon. The basic term that is used for saccharides is saccharide for all the carbohydrate. The term saccharide is used because usually all the carbohydrates are component of sugar, and the word saccharide represents the sugar. So all the carbohydrates are considered as saccharide, and the term that is used in biology for carbohydrate is saccharide. The next topic from the carbohydrate is their classification, means how the carbohydrates can be classified. So based on size and complexity, carbohydrates can be of two types. They can be small or can be complex. The small carbohydrates are small in size, means their molecular weight is low, so they are soluble in water, while the carbohydrate which are complex has more or larger molecular weight, so they are insoluble in water. And the smaller carbohydrate, usually they are monosaccharide or disaccharides, are sweet in taste, while the larger carbohydrates are not sweet in taste. Means the small carbohydrates are soluble in water, they have low molecular weight and are sweet in taste, while the complex carbohydrates are insoluble in water, they have large molecular weight and are not sweet in taste. Based on further certain criteria, the carbohydrates are classified as the small carbohydrates are of two types, the monosaccharides and the oligosaccharide. If saccharide means sugar moieties, if single sugar moiety is present, the sugar are said to be the monosaccharide. And if more than one or from 2 to 8 number of sugar moieties are found in carbohydrate, those kind of carbohydrate are said to be oligosaccharides. While the complex carbohydrates are only of one type, they are said to be the polysaccharide, means the moieties that are joined to form these complex carbohydrates are very long or are usually the large polymers of the simple monomeric unit, that are monosaccharide and oligosaccharides. Now we are going to define the monosaccharide. So monosaccharides are those saccharides or those sugar or those carbohydrates which doesn't have ability to be hydrolyzed into simple carbohydrate. Means the monosaccharide are those sugars which cannot be hydrolyzed into further simpler unit, means they are the most simple type of carbohydrates. But depending upon their constituents, the number of carbon atoms, they are classified into following types. First one are the trioses. Trioses are those monosaccharides which have 3 number of carbon atoms, and depending upon aldehydic or ketonic group, they are of 2 types. First one are the glyceraldehyde, which comprises of aldehydic unit, that is CHO at its terminal carbon, while the dehydroxyacetone, it carries C double bond O, that is ketonic carbon, but that ketonic carbon can never be terminal, that is present at the second carbon. So out of 2, second is the ketonic group. Next type of monosaccharides are tetroses. Tetroses are those sugars or those monosaccharides that have 4 number of carbon atom, and the examples are erythrose and threose. Erythrose, similar, it carries the CHO group, and threose carry the C double bond O group. Now the pentoses. Pentoses are those sugars which have 5 number of carbon atom, like ribose, xylulose, ribulose, deoxyribose and arabinose. I hope you are familiar with ribose and deoxyribose sugars which are present in DNA and RNA. Ribose is present in RNA and deoxyribose is present in DNA. Hexoses, they are the most commonly observed sugar and have 6 number of carbon atoms. Example, fructose, glucose, galactose, mannose. They are usually apimers of each other, while fructose and glucose differ from each other due to presence of pyranose or furanose rings and aldehydic and ketonic groups. Haptoses are those carbon which have 7 number of carbon atoms. They have 7 number of carbon atoms. The examples are pseudohaptulose and glucohaptose. Depending upon the type of ring present in pentoses and hexoses, the sugars are of 2 types. The ring can be pyranose ring or can be furanose ring. If the ring is 5-membered, that is pentagon structure, the sugar is said to be furanose. And if the ring is hexagon structure or 6-membered, it is said to be the pyranose ring. The pyranose sugar comprises of a 6-membered ring, out of which 1 is carbon atom and other 5 are the carbon atom. While in the furanose, actually the 4 carbon atoms are present in the ring chain and 1 is present as oxygen atom. If sometime hexagon or the hexose sugar are present, then 6 carbon is present in the form of a branched sugar represented by position 6 in the carbon structure. While both the pyranose and furanose sugars can be present in alpha and beta forms, if the OH group is present below the carbon that is present near the oxygen atom, then the sugar is said to be alpha. Please keep in mind that if OH group is present on the lower side of the carbon that is present near to the oxygen, that kind of sugar is said to be alpha. For example, if here the OH group is present below, the sugar is said to be the alpha, or if OH group is present here, it is said to be the beta. And this is the most important type of classification. We primarily use beta type of glucose for all our classification or the structure that we will form during disaccharides. This is all for today. Thank you. I will continue next tomorrow.